Welcome to the Gospel with the Church Fathers. Today is the Monday of the 6th week in Ordinary Time. We apologize for our long delay in restarting these daily offerings. We are a small family-run apostolate with a 6-month-old baby and have dealt with a few challenges over the last 2 months, including apartments flooding and a long bout of the flu and other illnesses. We hope you and your families had a safe, joyful, and blessed Christmas season. Thank you for returning, and we hope you continue to enjoy the words from our church fathers. Today's gospel is from St. Mark, chapter 8, verses 11 through 13, and the commentaries are from St. Bede and St. Theophylactus. The Gospel. The Pharisees came forward and began to argue with Jesus, seeking from him a sign from heaven to test him. He sighed from the depth of his spirit and said, "Why does this generation seek a sign? Amen, I say to you, no sign will be given to this generation." Then he left them, got into the boat again, and went off to the other shore. The Commentaries. St. Bede. The Pharisees then seek a sign from heaven that he, who had for the second time fed many thousands of men with a few loaves of bread, should now, after the example of Moses, refresh the whole nation in the last time with manna sent down from heaven and dispersed amongst them all. St. Theophylactus. Or they seek a sign from heaven, that is, they wish him to make the sun and moon stand still, to bring hail, and to change the atmosphere. For they thought that he could not perform miracles from heaven, but could only in Beelzebub perform a sign on earth. St. Bede. When, as related above, he was about to refresh the believing multitude, he gave thanks. So now, on account of the foolish petition of the Pharisees, he groans, because, bearing about with him the feelings of human nature, as he rejoices over the salvation of men, so he grieves over their errors. Wherefore it goes on, and he groaned in spirit, and saith, Why doth this generation seek after a sign? Verily I say unto you, if a sign shall be given to this generation, that is, no sign shall be given. As it is written in the Psalms 89:36, I have sworn once by my holiness, if I shall fail David, that is, I will not fail David. St. Theophylactus. Now the reason why the Lord did not listen to them was that the time of signs from heaven had not arrived, that is, the time of the second advent, when the powers of the heaven shall be shaken, and the moon shall not give her light. But in the time of the first advent, all things are full of mercy, and such things do not take place. St. Bede. For a sign from heaven was not to be given to a generation of men who tempted the Lord, but to a generation of men seeking the Lord he shows a sign from heaven, when in the sight of the apostles he ascended into heaven. It goes on, and he left them, and entering into a ship again, he departed to the other side. St. Theophylactus. The Lord indeed quits the Pharisees as men uncorrected. For where there is a hope of correction, there it is right to remain. But where the evil is incorrigible, we should go away.